SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello and welcome back to Sable. I thought about this whole situation we got going on with the power core, right? And I feel like I'm still missing some information. So I am going to look into that a little bit more. I mean, Ilya did suggest, checking in with the merchants to have him corroborate her story. I wonder if there are, in fact, more people I've failed to talk to at this point. But before I do any of that, as was suggested in the comments, and I was planning on doing at some point, I do have a way of getting money. I keep complaining I don't have money. I can go back to Burnt Oak real quick. So let's go back to Burnt Oak real quick and sell a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's see. We just got to visit. Wow, that is actually pretty fast. I mean, it ought to be, right? It's fast travel, but I don't know. It's a wait. That is just. There's a thing in there. It's a bucket. Never mind. I thought it was a piece of metal scrap for a second. I'm selling my scrap to the scrapper is what I'm doing, but I gotta find him first. Where did that guy? Hang on. There we are. That's the place. Can I just climb up and over his walls, I wonder? Absolutely not. Far too slick. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. Where's the door? There's the door. Alright, I'm in. I've saved up a bunch of this stuff, so it's probably going to be pretty profitable, I would think. Hello. Hello, Alton. Looking a bit weighed down, Sable. Hope it's scrap. Sell scrap metal. 330 worth. That's pretty good. I fetch everything I found from handing it over piece by piece. Say goodbye. Okay, cool. We did that. Cool. Good. Now, I wonder if it's worthwhile while I'm back here in, the initial zone to, have a poke around see if I can't find those last two fish. It's kind of off task, considering I'm supposed to be, finding a culprit and all that, but, I don't feel like there's any time limit on that. So, let's see. I don't know much about fish just yet, aside from that they seem to hang out by plants. So I need to find places that are different to the places I've fished in the past. Did you just actually appear in front of me? That's impressive. Oh, I left the stupid face on you. I'm so sorry, Simoon. I left the stupid face on Simoon. I meant to switch that back out at some point, but I don't know. It does make her look like a fish a little bit, which I guess is appropriate to task. So, let me just head over next to this thing, right? And see if there are interesting plants over there. And we'll have a look around, okay? Give me a second here. You don't suppose the burnt oak would have fish near its roots, would ya? It's dead, so probably not. Is that one of those rings you can go through? That looks like a ring you can go through. Is there a point to activating these, do you think? No idea. Hey, look, another one. And they're all seeming to be in a line. I wonder if there's something going on here. This feels intentional. This feels like a track I'm running on. So, I don't know. Let's run on it. See what happens. I don't recall if the rings that I ran through last time I ran through rings were still glowing, but I guess I haven't been back over there. No, whoop. Something's happening. Oh! It's that thing that I was looking at, and I was like, I have no idea what this is. It's that thing. That's why I had no idea what it was, huh? I just didn't activate it? Question mark. Aha! Okay. Thread the needle. Reveal a Hicaric arch monument. Hicaric. Okay. It's got some people by the door. Statue people. Okay. Stairs are in remarkably good condition, considering. I feel like the stairs are in better condition than most stairs I've seen, but I guess they've been under the sand. Less erosion down there, perchance? There's a thing. I can talk to it? I can take it. Hicaric ring artifact. An ancient race. View quest log. Okay. I activated an old monument by driving through some strange rings. Inside the monument, I found a ring-shaped artifact. I wonder what the ring-shaped artifact is for. As do I. Quest part? Quest thing. Hicaric ring artifact. A strange circular ring that I retrieved from a shrine buried under the sand. I can feel a light tug towards an unknown place when I hold it lightly in my hands, like a key that belongs somewhere. Huh. Okay, so if I'm tracking an ancient race, do I have a destination? No. So perhaps the idea at the moment is just keep an eye out. Do some exploration, why don't you? That does suggest that those other rings that I drove through probably are connected to another monument. Do I remember where they are? The answer we may find is probably no. I know there was another one of those rings near the Abexi city. I could go back there. That's a big old tree right there. Where am I? Cool. Let's check near the roots of that tree for fish. Because I, again, don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to looking for fish. So, right here, please. Thank you. Ha. Yeah. That's not really next to that fish. Next to that tree, is it? Well, let's find out what we get. If anything. Alright. Forgot about the putting in the box part. This seems like it's probably going to be a dopey dart. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, fine. Let's cast a little bit closer to the tree, just to be sure. Eh. Does that count as closer to the tree? Can't tell. That's a dopey dart. Okay. So nothing so simple as just where the heck ever you feel like it. There's got to be something distinct about it. The fisherman did mention looking for, like, unique parts of the biome, right? Right. So I guess I need to look around or something. So I guess I'll do that. Okay. Let me look around. What was that? What was that? There was an unusual sound effect as I drove past this area here. But nothing actually happened. I have questions. Well, you know, now that I look at it, that entire area over there that has the rock spires, I feel like I didn't spend a great deal of time amongst the rock spires, did I? Where are those on the map? Those are here. So I guess I did wander a little bit, but I don't know that I did much fishing over there. Perhaps I should have a look, huh? Can you actually... No, you can't fast travel to where you found a... There's a lot of markers in here. Clear all mark... No. Clear this marker. Clear this marker. There, okay. I put them all there? What? There, okay, cool, good. I don't seem to have a good way to remove a marker, and you can just stack them all on top of each other, which is a heck of a thing. I guess if you travel to where a marker is, they go away, huh? Why do I have 13? That's an arbitrary number. Simoon, I feel really bad for putting a big stupid fish face on you. And now you kind of steer funny. And that's on me. Hey, isn't this the tower that I first went to when I first came out of the valley? I think it is. I think it is. Alright, so here we are in the rock spires. Are there any unique plants or anything in the rock spires? Or, you know, anything really. Doesn't have to be fish. I just haven't properly explored this place, you know? Unless I have, which is possible. But it doesn't feel like I have. Ooh, careful there. Ah, I'm fine. Fine, everything's fine. Okay, those aren't unique plants, but this is a different area of the map. So let's just give it a shot out here, yeah? Ha! Yeah. What do you say? That's a dopey dart. Okay. Great. Good, I suppose. So, not as simple as all that. It's not simply find a different region and fish there, you gotta find something actually unique, question mark? I mean, I'm extrapolating a lot from a small set of data points, but, you know, I'm trying to figure this out as efficiently as I can, so you don't have to sit here and watch me fish for untold hours. But, well, let's see if I can get anywhere here. What is that over there? That is the Hercules beetle nest. Okay. I suppose it's possible I have to go someplace actually marked on the map like that, right? To find something that's not dopey darts. They made the noise again. Is that just my bike indicating that things are a little bit alarming at the moment, but it's taking care of it? Could be. Okay, so we're at the Hercules... Wow, camera, how you doing? We're at the beetle nest. Let's try fishing here. Okay, how about this? How about this? How about this? Okay, I'm not allowed to fish here. I want to fish here, but I'm not allowed. Okay, so let's try and find a better sandy zone, huh? Now we're actually in the Hercules beetle nest. That might also help. I don't know. I don't yet understand how it works. Okay, so... Ha! What do you mean? Is the ground too hard here? Too rocky to have sandfish in? Is that what you're saying to me? Huh. It does change tones from the darker orange to a paler yellow. Is this not actually sand? Is that the idea? One more try, huh? Hello, Hercules beetle. How you doing? I can't fish here. Okay, okay. This place is off limits for fish. So, is every place like this that has the darker orange tone, which indicates rocks, is it going to be like that? I don't know. Let's go to the wind tower. This is the rocky-looking ground, not the sand. Huh. But there are some plants I don't see elsewhere here, so... Whoop. A little bit too hard there, huh? Huh? Nothing. Can't fish here. What about this cactus, huh? Cactus is a plant I haven't fished next to yet. What do you say? It's not allowed. You can't fish on the yellow ground. Okay. Okay. What if I go right outside of the rock onto the sand and fish here? Are these bones? Plants? Probably plants, right? What do you think? Are they bones? I think they're bones. Okay, so... But that's a plant. This is a plant. Can't argue with me on this one. That's a plant. What do you think? That's a dopey dart. Okay. Okay. Let me look at the... Hang on. Gone fishing. There we go. If I track this, it tells me nothing. I have to just be patient and fish. That makes sense, I suppose. Gimme. Gimme. Wrong button. There we go. Sunshine butterfly. I got it. I got the sunshine butterfly. Is that the first sunshine butterfly I'd ever found? Where do I keep them? There we are. No, that's not. Okay, cool. Right. How about this plant? What do you think about that? Did that staircase just come into existence while I was watching? Whoa! Okay, it's moving more. It's not a dopey dart. Counterintuitively, it is darting though. Oh, it's a bellow guppy. Okay, good. Is the bellow guppy something that just is in the area of this plant by any chance? Hang on. The first bellow guppy I caught was over by the angler hut. There it is. Yes, let's go back there. Okay. The plants in the area. I don't feel like it was next to that one of those that I was fishing. I feel like it was that thing, right? I feel like it was this thing here. Let me fish next to it and see if I get another bellow guppy. I'm trying to discover a pattern here, right? I'm hoping that this research will pay off later in my fishing ways, my fisherly ways. Is that too far away? Okay, that's the dart-like movement. That's a bellow guppy, I'm pretty sure. That is a bellow guppy, okay. So it's not specific to plant. Okay. Well, what if I go back to Ibex camp, right? It's a counter, it's a... I'm probably not supposed to just come back. But what if I go back to Ibex camp and I fish around here? Does this count as a different place for the purposes of fishing? It would be kind of hilarious if I come back to Ibex camps and I don't say hello to anybody and I just fish and walk away. I'm gliding. Leave me alone. That seems like a bellow guppy. That is a bellow guppy. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I'm home. Or what used to be home. Hello, how are you? I came by to fish, but I figured I'd check in if there's anybody here, or are you all still gone? Is everybody still pretending that they don't live here right now because I did a thing? It seems that everybody's still pretending they don't live here right now. Okay. Sure, I guess that's fine. What about that? What about the ring? Is there in fact another ruin here? Or tower, or whatever? Simoon, help me out. There she is. Again, sorry about your face. I'll do something about it soon, okay? Just bear with me for now. So we drive through the ring, and we look for other rings like it. Possibly in a circular pattern. What do you say? I don't see anything else like that. I feel like I would have driven through it if I'd seen one. Back when I was, driving around for the first time. Then again, my bike was much slower at that point. Wasn't my bike either. So it's not the color of the land on the map. It's not the plant you're fishing next to. At least, it doesn't seem to be either of those things. I can't truly say that I know for sure that I am understanding things correctly, but it doesn't seem to be anyway. What if we... Okay, there's a temple here. What if we fish by the temple? Is that anything? No rings, by the way. No rings to be seen. Up. What about this? What do you think? That's a bellow dart. Bellow guppy. Okay. What are the other ones that I'm supposed to be catching? A pebble eye and a pillfish. Pebble eye. That kind of suggests you have to fish for it in the rocky areas, except that I don't get any bites at all. I can't even cast properly in a rocky area. So... that doesn't seem right. Something here. Have I gone up here? Oh, no. I'm doing it now. Hello, birds. Okay. Where am I on the map? Huh, just sort of here. Okay, well, there's a good possibility I've been here before. Those plants are different. Those plants are different. But it's also rocky ground, isn't it? Absolutely it is. Okay. Fine. Fine. I have been here before. This is the beetle nest. And the ground is rocky, so the chances of me being able to fish here are pretty low. But, you know, nothing ventured. Okay, so it has to be on the sand. It can't be just anywhere. Huh. I make a noise of frustration. Let's go back to the chum lair. I got eggs to drop off anyway. Maybe they got sand I can fish in around here. Doesn't seem like it, though. Queen, you got sand in here? I can see it falling from the ceiling. Yes, it's the wrong color. Like other sand. Fish sand. You got fish sand? It would be helpful to me if you had fish sand, Queen. You don't appear to have fish sand. Wow, look at all them chums. All hanging out in a big old pile. How you doing? I greet the Queen chum. The Queen asked me if I have the eggs for her. I do. I don't? What do you mean? Okay. Oh, I need 20 and I have 16. I just can't count. Right, because I have already turned in 20 and I need 20 more. That's what it is. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is the wrong sand. But it is. Okay. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Let's try and catch him next to the oak. Maybe the oak has roots that work somehow despite being burnt and dead. I mean, it's hung around this long somehow. No one even knows what an oak is anymore. It is in the sand. It is in the sand. Let's find out. You got any unique fish down there, oak? What do you think? Is that a no? Do you not count as an alive plant because you're not an alive plant? Whoop! There's a dopey dart. Ah! Okay, cool, good. At least I'm very consistent about catching these two fish. These two fish. I got these two fish covered. You want these fish? I got you. You want anything else? No. I'm not sure I'll ever be a fisher person. What about that big tree? That's an interesting tree. I've done small tree. I've done this big tree. I haven't done that big tree. Yeah, it's probably not gonna work out. But I gotta try something. Eh. Eh. There. Take that, why don't you? Dopey dart. We got dopey dart. Great. Okay, well, isn't that nice? Alright, well, if it's not by a landmark, maybe I just need to poke around more manually again. Maybe. Let's go off up to this area. I don't think I've been to the north end of this territory, have I? Or if I have, I didn't notice anything while I was out there. It could be a big empty space, or it could be something that's there, and I just don't know. Let's just go. Stick my face in it and see if anything's, there to be discovered. The thing about sand dunes, right? You don't know what's behind them until you travel over the sand dunes. They obscure vision pretty well, as it turns out. We got a mottled rock wall of some sort. Just sort of the ring around the territory, I guess. Almost looks like a rib cage pattern on it there, based on the lighting, I'm thinking. Eh? Everything just changed color. Where am I? Oh, I'm just at the... How'd I get there? What? How did... But that's my bike. That's me? I'm gone. Where am I? I teleported across the world. And that's why the lighting changed. What the heck? I just sort of wasn't here anymore. Huh? Well, that's neat. I have questions. Let me test another thing. Let me test another thing while I'm out here, right? I'm assuming at this point that fish are only near the roots of plants. I got that. That's the one hint I've gotten. Roots of plants. What if I just ignore that entirely? What if we just stick the thing right in the middle of the desert and we just wait? Look! Dopey dart. You can catch a dopey dart basically anywhere. So... What? Do you have to, like, put your lure in the plant? For it to make any difference? Is that what the problem is? Or is it just slightly more common to have fish? If you try and put it in the plant, your cast fails. It bounces off the plant. You put it right near the roots. You get a dopey dart, right? You get a dopey dart, okay. Huh. There's got to be something to it that I'm not understanding. What if... Okay, so what if the fish that are near plants are the bellow guppies? The ones that are basically everywhere are the dopey darts. And, well, for example, what if I fish near a rock? Not on the rock, but near the rock. That's too... Get closer, get closer. What if I fish near the rock? Something... Okay, this is different. This is different. It's a pebble eye! Its thin pencil-like body means these fish can burrow into small crevices and holes in rocks, protecting themselves from the sun and predators. Pebble eye was a hint. They're near rocks. So where does a pillfish show up? Let's try near bones. What about near bones? The near plant roots thing was a hint about one kind of fish. It was not for fish in general. Okay, that's probably a bellow guppy. It darts, see, so I keep wanting to call it a bellow dart, but it's not that. Right, okay. Pillfish. Pillfish, is that right? Pillfish. What about the ruin? What about the... Yeah. Let's go back to Ibex Camp, right? Okay. And let's go to the ring ruin thing, which is near the exit, right? Yeah, it's right over there. Let's fish next to that and see what happens. Here. Like this. Is that close enough, do you think? Guess we'll find out. Okay, that's a bellow guppy. Indeed it is. Okay. Let's fish in the middle of the ring. Like this. Is that anything? That's a bellow guppy. Okay. sure. What about that? That's a wooden boat wreck over there, right? Maybe we get unique fish near human-built artifacts. I don't know. What do you think about that? That's a bellow guppy. Pretty confident that's a bellow guppy. And indeed it is. Okay. But let's, you know, test the theory. Here's a rock pillar. Do I get a rockfish or a pebble eye near this? No, I don't. That's a bellow guppy. Then what the heck? I thought I understood, but I didn't understood. How am I so bad at fishing? Okay. Well, let's go back to the cartographer's balloon. It's a good place to view the area from. Hi. Huh. There are these circular rocks out here. I think this is the place where like next to one of these things is where I caught a rock or a pebble eye earlier, right? Let's see. That's a bellow guppy. Huh. Simoon, I'm terrible at fishing. Simoon, I'm terrible at fishing, and I don't know what to do about it, Simoon. Okay, we're in Rock Pillar Zone. And while we're in Rock Pillar Zone, maybe we fish by a rock instead of what the heck ever I was doing last time I was here, which is probably fishing by a rock, but you know what? I gotta try stuff because I don't understand. It's a bellow guppy. There's something specific about it. Next to most things in the world, if you fish next to an object, no, in this zone, if you fish next to an object, you get a bellow guppy. If you fish next to nothing at all, you get a dopey dart. But how does one get pebble eye? I was just on a random dune somewhere and fished next to a rock and was like, oh sweet, I figured it out. But I didn't, clearly. What about a really big one? Is that a... Well, it's just a wind. Okay. I thought something was falling from the sky. I was about to be alarmed. Get closer. What about that? Bellow guppy. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know what you want from me, fishes. I don't understand what the fishes want from me. And I insist that I must figure it out. What about here? I'm basically just picking places arbitrarily and fishing there now. Look, it's a rock. Check it out, rock. That's a dopey dart. Okay. Okay. Big cactus. Ooh, cactus and sand. Wait, is that a different region? Almost, but not quite. It might be in this region. If the lighting changes, I'll know I have stepped too far. Yeah? Well, that looks like a totally different area, and it's filled with cactuses. Dang. But this area here is technically still in the sand sea, isn't it? Oh, this might be something. Oh, this might be something. Okay. Alright. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, okay, this is something new. It's something new. Pillfish. A small frilly fish that collects in swarms near cactus roots. They are poisonous to humans, but secrete a fluid sometimes used for pain-killing purposes. And that's why they call them pillfish? Plus they look like a pill? Huh. I got it. Okay. Why is there a region of full cactus here in the sand sea? I guess that makes sense. I still don't understand how I caught that one pebble eye, though. Let me look at the description again. Maybe it has some sort of hint as to what I actually did. Pebble eye. Small crevices and holes in rocks, protecting themselves from the sun and predators. From the sun. Okay. It's not like... You don't have to fish, like, right up in the rock itself, right? There are holes and crevices in the rock. And they don't want to be in the sun. Does that do anything for you? That might be a pebble eye. That is a pebble eye. So maybe you just have to have your lure like basically right up against the rock, and potentially not in the sun. Let me test that part, right? What if I fish here? What if I fish here? Nah. Yeah. It's not right up against the rock. That's really hard to cast at the right distance is the thing. Let's see what we get. Okay. The sun thing is it's not related. As long as you're right up next to a rock, you can get a pebble eye. But it has to be the right rocks. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So it is about what you're fishing next to. You just have to find a region that has what you need. And in this case, I hadn't found an area that had cactus. And therefore, I couldn't find the pillfish. Good. Got it. Okay, cool. Figured it out. Fish guy. I feel like you could have given me more hints than that, but I guess you wanted me to explore, and I guess I can respect that. Where are you? There you are. Hello, Yoshi. Hello there, Glider. What can I do for you? Do you have a fish on your head? Only sort of. It's a little bit fish-shaped, isn't it, your fisher mask? What do I want to talk about? I have those fish you asked for. Well, good work, Glider. First step complete. You've earned this. It's an angler badge. It looks like a little fishing rod. Makes sense. But fishing's all about patience, right? So let's see how much more you've got. For your next assignment, I want you to head down to the wash. Bring me a little kicker, a bloated eye clam, and a trifle jelly. Those all sound kind of gross. Good luck out there. I don't even know where the wash is, buddy. Where can I learn more about fish? You catch them. Okay. Catch fish, you have to watch them. You learn how they move. You learn what they want, how they live, how to outthink them. Ask if fish are really that clever. That's like asking a fish if you're really that clever. I feel like we've had this conversation. Imagine talking fish. Don't have to. Fish do talk, just not with words. They talk in movement and reaction, and thus must be observed. So Yoshi, I'd like to do more observation, but that I did sort of mean a more conventional mean of learning. The air leads his nostrils, a breathy laugh. You know what's funny? You remind me of somebody, which I'm sure you get quite a lot given your whole, thing. Anyway, remind me of an old student of mine, Cassie. Poor girl couldn't catch a fish to save her life, but the passion she loved him. Just because she was seeking, I kept her on. Right. Catching butterflies. Was it? No! Research, right. And she's in the wash. Research center in the wash. Proud. Ever seen her in travels? Tell Yoshi says hello. Right. Cassie, in the wash. Okay, bye. But I don't know where the wash is. But I got the fishes. I still don't know how to sell anything, but maybe the research center can help with that. But I don't know where the wash is, so... Let's quit beating around the bush. Let's go back to Ekria and see if I can figure out... Hello, Ekria. I have returned. Now, I wanted to check in with the merchants and see if they have anything to say about Iria's whole situation. Iria? One of those two. Hi, can't talk to you. Hi, I can talk to you. Looks like everyone buzzing again. Power's back. Fancy fresh fruit? What's going on? Heard a glider got the power back up and running. Good news for everyone. We need the townies to stay calm if they want to live out here in peace. Goodbye. Okay, can't talk to that guy. Doesn't help. Hi. Garay. Goodbye. Can't talk to Batman. Right. So I can't talk to the merchants in order to corroborate Ilia's claims about herself. I guess I just have to try and talk to everybody. I guess I have to just try and talk to everybody. What's the quest, right? What does it say right now? Ask around Ekria. So just keep asking her. Okay, I'm just going to keep asking around Ekria. I'm asking around. Hi, can't talk to you. Okay, this is the guy I need to talk to about solving it, but I don't know the answer yet. So we keep searching. Who have I not talked to about this? Power's back on. Did I do that? I did do that. Hello, Ramface. You don't want to talk to me. Okay, I didn't want to buy your rockets anyway. Hi, you're a merchant. I haven't talked to you. What's up? Fabric seller Kalia. Welcome to Kalia's Clothing. How can I help you today? Can I see what you have? Tell me about the shop. Tell me about the shop. This is Kalia Clothing, and this is my shop. I'm Kalia, in case you didn't get that. I came to Ekria during my gliding and saw a little rundown leather shop here. Nobody cared for it, and I couldn't help strike a deal with the old owners and take it out their hands. Now, I'm still learning the trade, but the locals and travelers seem to like what I'm selling. I even started selling some traditional Ecrian clothing recently. If you wear it around here, I'm positive the Ecrians will take you as one of their own. See you next time. Does it actually make that sort of a difference? What do you have? Here's my selection. Let me know if you need any help. Ecrian top, sophisticated look, suitable for a silly dweller. It's not particularly practical, but I feel a certain confidence whilst wearing it. Ecrian trousers, a simple pair of trousers worn in the Ecrian style. Great for an evening city stroll down by the Oasis, or for relaxing at the Overhang Cafe. Beetle Station top, a hooded top worn by the Beetle Station owners throughout the dunes. I can't help feeling a sense of familiarity and safety when wearing one, despite the fact that I'd never seen a Beetle Station owner until I went on my gliding, but we won't mention that part. Beetle Station trousers. Soft and luxurious, they remind me of a good night's sleep. Scrapper top. Top worn by expert scrappers with convenient gear for collecting scrap and exploring the abandoned ships of the Midden. Bottoms designed with ship exploring in mind. Scrapper bottoms. Okay. Well, the Ecrian stuff is cheap as heck. Also, it's a little bit freaky how all the upper gear, like it has a place where your face goes, but because it doesn't know what mask you'll be wearing, there's just no head at all. That's good, thank you. See you next time. Okay, cool. Well, let's try and blend in. See if that makes some sort of a difference, right? Oh, it actually works really well with my mask. I like that. I like that. There we go. I look like a standard Ecronite. How you doing? Hi. Do I blend in now? Ecrian Carlo doesn't seem to have any opinion on me blending in. Alright. Cool. Well, I wonder if it actually doesn't make any difference. It might not actually make any difference, but at least I bought some clothing. Hello! This is the beggar, right? Lily wants cuts. You know, maybe you work like that one fairy in Link to the Past, where if you give them 100, something happens. Have 50 more. What do you say? My goodness. My goodness. Imagine what would happen had the power stayed off much longer. I think I would have had to leave town. Okay, Big Arms. Whatever you say. I can't find anybody I haven't already spoken to so far. And that seems like a problem. Maybe I just need to explore better. Maybe I need to be better at being a detective, despite being a child who just got roped into this by a random guard. Hi! Artist Kostas. Doesn't want to talk to me. Okay. Here's the machinist. Hey, machinist! Fix my ship. Fix my ship. Fix my ship. Put that thing back on there. It's fine. Hang on. What are my new color schemes? I guess they're not named in the menu. That one. Cool, good. Wait, did it work? Did you do it? Did you do it? I can't tell if you did it. Can I ask you to try harder? This one. That. Okay. Maybe I can't actually ask Hamza to do anything right now? And it's just subtly telling me as much since I can't even get Simoon to show up? No, he did fix Simoon. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Hamza. Alright, well... Back down at the docks. Symbol here for the Batman mask. Let's search the area and make sure there isn't another symbol, right? You swim through the canal, you see the boat that has the symbol. It could be that symbol is also indicating going into the canals. It may be that I just passed through the chamber that had the mask and I failed to notice it. That's certainly a possibility. Oh, I was supposed to find children! Hi. Tej. Hi there! Thanks again for the flower. See you later, Glider. I forgot I was technically playing hide and seek with children. I wandered off and fished for like 45 minutes, at least. Hi. Well, you're the charm maker. You don't have anything to say about all this, I remember. Okay. Here's the glass blower. Out back we have some graffiti with a skull. Hardcore. Simoon is still trying to get to me because I'm a cruel, cruel owner and do not deserve her. Hi, Simoon. I'm here. I'm sorry. I did call you. You're absolutely right. Those kids are hiding pretty well, huh? I do wonder if they're like clambered up on top of the city or something. That would seem like a possibility. Either that or some hidden grottos somewhere around here. It's a big old area. Could easily be the case. I think what I'm running up against, right, is that this is a game that encourages you to take your time exploring and looking around and talking to people and figuring things out without rushing. There are no time limits. There's no requirement in any regard. You just have to poke around until you're satisfied. But I keep trying to do it as a show. Where I'm like, I have an hour. I need to get something done. I think that's the problem here. Hi, I found you. Oh, you did find me after like 3 days. I sure did. You just gotta find your friend. Need to find Paula. Okay, so Paula probably won't be on the roof because that would be silly if they were both hiding in the same location. But, oh, it wasn't the roof. That wasn't the roof. That was just an upper balcony type area. Apparently, I'm just as good climbing without any gloves on as I am otherwise, which is kind of impressive. Fingers of steel on Sable here. But it does seem like a top-down view of the city is going to be a much better way to look for the children than, well, I say that, but it's not necessarily true. If the last child, Paula, is hiding somewhere in a grotto somewhere, then looking down on the city from above, I won't see a dang thing. Wait, is that her? Who are you? No, that's not a child at all. That's just a guy hanging out up here. Someone is walking into that pillar down there. That's probably unrelated to my current needs, yeah? Probably. This is the main square. How you doing, buddy? Doesn't feel like talking about it. This is the beggar. This is that guy with the big arms. There's someone here. Can I talk to you? No, I cannot buy the corn dogs. I'm not allowed to buy corn dogs. It is illegal for me to buy corn dogs. Apparently. How dare I even consider it? How dare. Hi. How you doing? Right. Business back up and running. Jody looking for work. Doctor. Hello, doctor. The womb babies are doing okay, but they wouldn't have been in 2 days, which is actually pretty impressive they last that long. Hey, look, a symbol, but it's just the city. Not bad, man. Let's follow the trail again, since I'm looking for the kid anyway, right? Symbol. Maybe I'm supposed to be on the roof. Probably I'm supposed to be on the roof, huh? This is the cloth shop. Over this way, we have this square with the beggar and a fountain. Over here, we have the restaurant where I'm not allowed to shop. We have the crafts folk over that way. Over here, is this where Elia's place is? No, this is not. There's the machinist, back left corner of the town. Got it. Over here, what do we have over here? Sort of a back alley area. Hey, look, it's probably Paula. Oh, you found me! Are you sure you counted all the way to 100? It's been days, child. You found the others first? Yes, that means I win! Good job. The real victory is the fun you have with your friends. I found you all. Doesn't that mean I win? Took me ages. How'd you hide so well? I'll go with that one. I've been practicing a long time. My mother asked me to do chores and I hid from her all afternoon. I'm hiding right now. Anyway, you're pretty fun for a grown-up, so you can have this badge. You need 3 of these so you can wear the entertainer's mask. I thank them for the game and the badge and say goodbye. As I leave, I feel a small pang in my heart. I miss Saima and the rest of the clan. I wonder what she'd think of me taking up the entertainer's mask. So in order to get the entertainer's mask, you have to entertain children, who then specifically give away the badges. Interesting. Are you specifically an entertainer of children, then? Could be. Could be. Well, there's the children again. Hello. What other games do you know? None! We don't know any games. Hi. Hide and seek is so boring. We should play something else. And you? You can join our gang if you like. I'm like twice your size. You could combine 2 of you together, and you would be maybe the big size as me. The big size, as me! Words! I'm a master of them. This is why I'm the adult. Doctor's here. The shrine is here. The shrine is open air, so when I've seen that passageway into what looked like the shrine, that is exactly what it was. Here's the Batman symbol. Batman symbol says go here. But Batman symbol also says go there, right? Yeah, the canal there. Unless it's not a trail and I'm misfollowing the symbols, which is certainly possible. Are they meant to triangulate something, maybe? I guess it's possible. I guess it's possible. Beggar. Children in the alleyway. Sure, sure, sure. And we're back at the front gates. Okay. Hi, Sandip. I'm not ready to make an accusation yet. So let me think through what I do know about the power core situation. We have the machinist, we have the merchant, and we have the climber. The climber has no intrinsic motivation to go get the core on his own. He'll do anything for money, but it seems like he mostly gets hired to do things, right? So if anything, the climber would have been hired by Elia, who probably wouldn't have then directed me straight to him when asking for suspects. The core was removed cleanly, suggesting the person knew what they were doing, suggesting the machinist. The door was opened. The window was broken, yes, but the window was broken from the inside, and there's no other way into the chamber aside from the door. It could be that what we're dealing with is the machinist stole it to pay his debts to the merchant guild, broke a window to make it look like somebody else, but he was the only one who had, like in the interview with Sandip, or with the rehash with Sandip, I suppose, it came up that the merchant had the code to the core. Not the merchant, sorry, the machinist. It's weird to me that the machinist had the code to the core. Just offhand, I mean, yeah, he's the machine guy for the city, but it seems like pretty sensitive. It's a pretty sensitive thing to give the guy who has outstanding debts and all that. Then again, maybe he got the code before that and just somehow had been trustworthy with it up until this point. Then now he isn't. Oh, right. It may be nothing, but when I was doing that, maybe the symbol points you in the direction of where you're supposed to go thing, I wanted to climb this edifice over here and see if it was up there, yeah? I'm less confident now, but let's at least check it out. Right, I didn't get more stamina. Never mind, this is pointless. I assumed I would have more stamina when I came back, but I was wrong. Okay. So let's see here. What about underneath the docks? The boat has a symbol on it near water level. Maybe that's just meant to indicate that you're supposed to search underneath the docks. Doesn't seem like there's much down here. This is the boat with the symbol on it, right? It certainly is. The direction of the symbol is really more like this. So maybe we just go along the docks? Maybe it's just in a box down here? That would seem pretty ridiculous, but, like, could be. If your big fancy hiding space for your secret Robin Hood mask is just in a box at the docks, that seems pretty bad overall. So it's just, well, that's not the case. Okay. I feel like I'm not understanding what's requested of me a lot in this game, aren't I? Wow, look at these. Emotion masks. Neat. For all the emotions you can't express while wearing a mask on your dang face. Okay, if Hamza is my primary suspect right now, is there anything else I can talk to Hamza about? About the power cut. What do you think did it? Area of the merchant. Area runs them town. The locus of control. Got their claws in the food stocks. Power goes down. Right. Look into area. Okay. Okay. Hamza accuses Iria, which is vague and difficult to follow up on. Maybe he's hoping it'll be enough of a distraction. Because Iria wouldn't have the know-how to properly remove the core in the first place. The removal was done by a specialist. Hi. Just passing by. Can't ask her guard about where she... Right. When Iria said that she'd been here, she didn't say I could ask the merchants to corroborate her account. She said I could ask the guards. But I can't ask the guards. Hi, Iria. Goodbye. I guess I could buy the merchant's badges at this point. I do have the money. Do I want to blow it all in one place like that? I don't know. I don't yet have a good source of money, so, like, it seems foolish at the moment. I know exactly where I can get them. As soon as I have 300 currency to spare, I can just get the merchant mask, presumably. Oh, why am I so bad at this? Why am I so bad at this? Worst detective. Well, this is going well. I take it I'm not allowed to climb up here either. Come on, Sable, you could definitely fit through there, but apparently we can't, so never mind. Okay. I've talked to everybody I could find in the town. None of them had further information to offer me about the core theft. Let's follow the trail of symbols again. There's a symbol here. The next symbol I'm aware of is over there. This symbol is facing it. Sort of. Man, the sun is glitching the heck out. I tell you what. Someone gotta fix that sun. Alright, this way. I feel like there was another symbol over this way. But I do not remember where. There. Right there. Perhaps it is just a matter of stand at one and see what you can see, but like... I don't think I would have been able to see this from the previous marked location, would I? Hang on, let me go back. I'm trying to figure out how this works as a trail, right? Where was it? Oh, man. Okay. Here. I'm standing here. I can't see another one. On the mark itself, I can't see another one. But this isn't the first one. The first one's over here. Maybe it's not a matter of climbing and clambering. Maybe it's like I have to walk a route that's obvious, but I can see the marks when I'm going that way. Because there's a mark there. There's a mark there. You go in here. There's a mark there. You go in here. This one's on the ceiling, but... if you head this direction, there's a mark there. You head here, there's a mark there. This is the same route I went before, but maybe I'm following it correctly this time. Will that make a difference? There's a mark there. Wait, there's something here. Wait, there's something here. There's something in the water here. Oh. It's a money jar, and I probably already looted it, huh? Okay. You go here, there's a mark there. From here, can I see another mark? Can't. But maybe that's a problem with me. Mark is here. You approach it from the water. Huh. Wait, Mark! Here. Please tell me I'm not just supposed to climb this. Okay, so I climbed this. Are there any more visible marks? Yes! Yes, there is. And there's a chum besides. Huh. Okay, so now I'm here, and you're here. Hello. Okay. And there's a rock. The rock is apparently nothing. The symbol was on the wall over here. Do I just search this particular rock pillar, or... I'm back in Ecria. I did it. I'm back. There's a symbol here. There's a broken down cart here. That's not related. Okay. A lot of the symbols you didn't have to go to them. You had to go to where they are sitting and look around. But then the one in the water I had to climb. I mean, we didn't have to climb, but I did climb. We climb again. Look for symbols. Is it worth just climbing the pillars that are here? The trail of symbols went further than I was assuming it did. But it seems like it ends here. Do I just search this particular plateau very, very well? Let's climb this. If I can. May not have the stamina. It looks like it will work. Okay, I'm up here now. There's an interesting looking plant right there. I wonder if it has interesting fish by it. Pretty sure I can't climb this, it's just too tall. If I can get my stamina back on this ledge here, we might be onto something, but I don't think I can. Wait! We're up! Okay, I'm up. Okay, I did it. Has this accomplished anything? The music stopped abruptly. What does that mean? Does that mean I stepped outside of the border of Ecria and it just got confused? I think maybe that's what happened. I'm just too high up. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay. Back to here. Ah! Symbol! Okay. So I need to clamber onto this thing. Dragonflies. Can't quite reach. Can't quite reach! I think I can't actually pick up dragonflies while jumping is a thing. I've been here before. Okay. The symbol's there. The symbol is there. And here we go. Few symbols on the walls just to confirm you have the right idea. Shade of Ecria mask. The mask of the Shade of Ecria. When I wear it, I feel transformed into something closer to a spirit. I don't feel human anymore. Well, let's try it on. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this feels bad. Oh, no. This somewhat maniacal grin and all the eyeballs rolling about. I'm not sure I'm Batman after all. Dang. Eee. Okay, well, great. I got it. I got the mask. I'm making a little headway. I wonder if... I don't know if this is going to be related to the whole thing with the core. I'm leaning towards the machinist on the core. But also, it took me a really long time to find all those fish and this. And I haven't left myself enough time to record. As per usual, but hey, at least I got a little bit of headway. Yeah? A little bit. Now I look like this. Now I'm really creepy. That's progress. Yeah. Okay, well next time I guess I'll go check in with the actual Shade of Ecria. With this mask on, I suppose. I wonder what... I'm curious what'll happen if I go into town dressed like this. I feel like there will be consequences. But I'm going to wait to find out till next time. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Next time, consequences? I'll see you then.